naman ako iniwan ni Love? Ano ba naman to? Unang-una, I'd like to congratulate all of you. Ang summit na ito ay para sa mga kababaihan. Alam nyo ba na unang-una, ang babae mas matalino sa lalaki? Alam nyo yon? Alam nyo na ang babae mas maabilidad sa lalaki? Correct? Aba, bakit tayo pag namatayan ng asawa, hindi kailangan ka agad mag-asawa? Ang lalaki pag namatayan, mag-aasawa ka agad. Napansin nyo? Diba? Ang pinakamahalaga dito, malaman ninyo, ang kapangyarihan ng babae. Alam nyo ba na ang pinakamabilis magbayad ng utang, babae o lalaki? Sino mas maraming bisyo, babae o lalaki? O ikasasigaw, dear, rinig na rinig kita, love. Alam nyo ba na ang babae kapag ang utak ay nilagay sa negosyo at trabaho, mas matagumpay? Alam nyo yon? Sinasabi nila ang mas hindi korap, babae o lalaki? Maliban kung sinapolis ka. Pero sa kalahatan, mas matino ang babae. Pero hindi ko sinasabi naman po, ang lalaki hindi magaling. Magaling din ang lalaki. Pero pangalawa lang sa atin na mga babae. Di ba? Okay ba yon? Alam nyo po, ang maiksi lang to kasi alam nyo, hindi ko kaya talunin si Kuya Germs. Isa po sa susi sa aking tagumpay ay ang aking ina. Nung kami po ay nasa high school, ang mga magulang ko naghirap. Nawalan ng trabaho ang aking ama at ang nanay ko ginawa ang lahat. Nagkarinderya, nagluto, naggarments, nanahi, gumawa ng uniforme, lahat-lahat. Isang bagay lang ang natatandaan ko na sinabi ng nanay ko sa akin, Karen, kapag nakapagtapos ka ng pag-aaral, wala akong kailangan ipamana sa'yo. Lahat ng pangarap mo matutupad. Totoo yun. Ang naging haligi sa akin sa aming tahanan ay ang kalakasan na nakita ko sa aking ina. At ngayong hapon, yan din ang maririnig ninyo sa mga ating magagaling na awardees. Lahat sila babae, nagsimula ng sarili nilang negosyo. Alam nyo ang kamalian ng maraming babae. Kapag nag-asawa, iniisip, hindi na kailangan magtrabaho. Naniniwala ba kayo doon? Ay, yes ba yun o hindi? Hindi. Mas mabuti bilang babae na may sarili kang kita. Tama ba yon? Yes or no? Mas mabuti ba na ang babae marunong magtrabaho, marunong maghanap buhay? Yes or no? Very good. Anong eskwela yon? Parang nakapag-lunch yung nandun na. O, dito mukhang gutom na gutom ang peg. Okay. Alright, ang una natin sa mga kababaihan na marami kayong matututunan. Haligi ng kanilang tahanan, sikreto ng tagumpay ng mister niya sa politika, Senator Cynthia Villar. Yati Abdullah. Fe Agudo. Alice Eduardo, na ang piniling negosyo ay panglalaki construction. Dr. Milagros Onghao. Maria Ressa. Marife Zamora. So you can all sit down. At ang mangyayari ngayon, kasi alam nyo, gutom ang ating audience ha. So dapat makuha nila kaagad. Unahin muna natin. Let's start with Senator Cynthia Villar. Senator Cynthia, kung tatanungin ko sa inyo, ano ang naging susi ng tagumpay? Kung bakit kayo hindi lang naging senador ngayon, pero kayong mag-asawa nagtagumpay sa negosyo. Ano po yun?
Siguro yung role modeling ng aking lola at aking nanay. Kasi syempre, pag nakita mo yung mga lola mo at nanay mo ay working mothers at nagtagumpay sila, fina-follow mo yung footstep. And another would be education. Kasi importante yon. Kasi all the knowledge that we have now is nanggaling sa ating pag-aaral. Sabi nga ni Karen Davila, kung hindi siya pinag-aral at tinry ng kanyang nanay na makapagtapos, kahit na sila ay hirap na hirap, siguro hindi siya Karen Davila ngayon.
Totoo yan.
So, ina-advise ko sa lahat ng ating mga kabataan, you study as much as you can. Lahat ng opportunities for education, kunin nyo yon kasi yun ang magiging knowledge, stock knowledge nyo para magtagumpay kayo in the future. And of course, work experience. Lahat din ay natututunan natin from our previous experience. Kaya palagi tayo dapat nagtatrabaho para marami tayong natututunan in the course of our work. Yun. So it's role modeling. Kailangan yung mga nakita natin sa paligid nating mabubuti, gagayahin natin, mag-aaral tayong mabuti, at saka magtatrabaho tayo para ma-achieve natin yung work experience na kailangan natin, yung stock knowledge na kailangan natin in the future. Yun lang. Maraming salamat.
Tama yun, Senator. Gusto ko lang sabihin na we are opening the floor sa mga tanong galing sa audience. Siguro, Kuya Mon, meron bang mikropono dito?
Ayan.
Andito
ako, Ate Karen.
Dear, hindi kita makita sa dilim. 6,000 ang tao. Nasaan ka?
Nandito po ako sa may bandang gitna, sa kanan nyo.
Kanan ko.
Madali nyo po ako makita para may
Okay.
daga. Ayan.
Okay.
Eto.
Okay.
May magtatanong
Teka lang.
po. Okay.
Hihingin ko muna yung naging sikreto ng ating panelists. Tas magbukas na tayo sa tanong. Kay Dr. How. Ma'am, if I were gonna ask you, ano po ba ang mahalaga, isang bagay para magtagumpay ang isang tao sa isang propesyon o negosyo, ano po yun?
Dapat, para magtagumpay sa isang propesyon o sa isang hanabuhay, dapat mag-excel ka doon sa iyong line. Kung ikaw ay accountant, dapat pagbutihan mo ang iyong work, ang
You have
iyong
to be
work.
the best.
Yeah,
The best accountant.
You have to excel.
Okay.
Kung gusto mo mag-succeed.
Oo.
Kasi maraming mediocre, maraming ordinary lang, but there are people who excel. These people who excel, they are the extraordinary.
Alright, si Marife Zamora naman. Miss Marife, you are the largest private employer in the Philippines. Nagbibigay kayo ng trabaho sa mahigit sa 25,000 na empleyado. Isipin nyo na 25,000. Ma'am, go ahead.
Actually, Karen, ang
Ngayon.
aming empleyado ngayon ay 55,000.
O 55,000 na po ang mga empleyado ng Convergys Corporation. Go ahead,
Right.
ma'am.
So, kung meron ho kayong mga kaibigan, kamag-anak na nangangailangan ng trabaho at sila po ay magaling magsalita ng Ingles at marunong sa computer, sabi ho sa kanila na pumunta lang sa lahat ng mga makikita nilang opisina ng Convergys. Ang Convergys po ay nag-hire halos every month. We hire about 5,000 people every
5,000.
month.
So kailangan ba college graduate?
Pwedeng college graduate. Meron ho about 10% of our clients ang hinihingi 2 years of college
Okay.
education.
Kailangan ba
Pwede.
magaling mag-Ingles?
Kailangan po.
Dapat magaling mag-English.
Opo.
Ma'am, very quickly, Marife, paano naman po kayo naging super employer? Ano namang drama ng buhay nyo? Anong ginawa po ninyo?
Po nang sabi ni Mrs. Howe, yung tinatawag po na focus on excellence. yung kahit ano po ang gagawin natin, palaging ang iniisip natin ay ano yung pinakamagaling na maibibigay ko sa aking trabaho para ang Pilipinas ang pinakamagaling na magbibigay ng produktong ito sa buong bansa. Yung contact center industry ho ngayon, ang Pilipinas ang leader sa buong bansa. Kaya iniimbitahan ko po kayo na pumasok dito sa industriyang ito.
Ang galing nyo naman, 50,000 employees, Marife. Now, si Ma'am Yati naman tayo. Yati is the head of sales for national, global, multinational companies at DHL.
Now I'm the country manager.
Country manager of DHL. What would be your secret other than the gorgeous clothes?
Thank you very much, Karen. Yeah. I think the secret of success for me is being very focused and stretching yourself outside of your comfort zone and always aiming for the next level. And you know, if you have a dream, and this is advice from my mom,
Yeah.
if you have a dream, you need to be very focused to reach your dream. So for me, I think it's a few things. Being very focused, aim for your dreams, and of course, stretching your limits to the next level and out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm curious, where were you originally from?
I'm from Malaysia.
Okay. Oh, pwede kang beauty queen.
No.
All right. Si Ma'am Fe Agudo naman, the Executive Vice President and COO of Hyundai Asia Resources.
President.
President. Okay, yes, Madam.
Nandito din ako last year at ngayon nandito ulit dahil naniniwala ako na sa pamamagitan ng Go Negosyo Summit na pagbubuklod ang mga batang Pilipino at Pilipina, no, para magkaroon ng inspirasyon, no. So, ang akin lang is wag kang matakot mangarap.
Wag.
Have that courage to dream. Kahit daydream.
Sabi nga ni Lupita sa Oscars,
Yeah.
your dreams are valid.
Yeah. Kaya lang, hindi naman madaling mangarap. Diba? So, para kang nakasakay sa kotse or sa bisikleta or sa tricycle, dadaan ka sa lubak, dadaan ka sa mga intersections, yun ang pinakamahirap. Pag napunta ka na doon ka pipili. Kakaliwa ka ba? Kakanan ka ba? O didiretso ka? So, since hindi ka takot mangarap, no, at hindi ka titigil mangarap, magkakaroon ka ng lakas ng loob na pumili. You must have that capability to choose.
To choose.
And choose to win.
Okay, pero paano mo tinalo ang mga lalaki? President ka ng isang car company. Siyempre, iisipin mo, stereotypically, lalaki ang pinuno, di ba?
Siguro, ang isa kong gaya ng lahat sa atin, kung meron, hindi ko alam kung ilan ang ina na nandito ngayon. And of course, today, March 8, is in a celebration of women. Isang pagpupugay sa ating mga ina ang dapat, ang pinaka-importante sa araw na ito. Gaya ng lahat na nandito ngayon, na nagdadaan sa hirap, nung panahon ko, Karen, may pwedeng pumili ang nanay ko. Pwede niya kaming ipaampon. At
ganun?
madaming gustong umampon sa aming 10 magkakapatid dahil magaganda at matatalino kami. Okay. Pero nanindigan ng nanay ko.
Na huwag kang ipaampon.
Lahat kaming 10.
Oo.
Ang sagot ng nanay ko, hindi. So,
Kaya mataas ang self-esteem mo
Oo.
at ang
Kaya,
value sa sarili.
At since elementary, hindi naman nakatapos ng elementarya ang nanay ko, ang hirap niya mag-explain.
Oo.
Di ba? So sabi ko, ba't hindi nyo kami ang tingin ko, parang walis, kailangan pagbugkus-bugkusin ko kayo, at pag kayo ay sama-sama, may lakas ang walis.
Yun.
So, yun ang naging inspirasyon ko sa buhay. Yun ang nagtulak sa akin. Pero syempre, ang tatay ko naman may contribution din, di ba? Nanganak siya ng 10 lalaki, okay? ng 10 anak.
Alright.
But that's all I can share at the moment about
Okay.
ano ang iyong, ika nga dala-dala sa sarili mo.
Ang ganda
Hindi
ng
pera,
kwento.
ha? Hindi
Oo.
pera. Dahil I'm pretty sure 90% rito,
Hindi, walang pera.
Walang pera.
Oo, kabilang na tayo
ang
doon
dala-dala
noon.
lang nila, pangarap.
Oo, dahil alam nyo, sa programang May Puhunan, ang puhunan ninyo ay ang sarili ninyo. Ang puhunan ay hindi pera. Ang puhunan ay ang kakayanan ninyo. Alice Eduardo, ang pinuno naman ng Santa Elena Construction Development Corporation, iisipin ninyo, bakit naman pinili nito na ang negosyo niya, construction? Paano ka ba nagsimula, Alice? Anong sikreto mo sa tagumpay?
Karen, nag-umpisa ako, actually, ang inspiration ko rin ang mami ko. 7 years old, may bowling center kami sa Nueva Ecija.
Oo.
Kami ang nasa sentro. Ang tawag nga nila, nasa sentro ka ng bayan mo. Ang mami ko nagtayo ng bowling center, dry goods store,
Talaga?
restaurants, bakery.
O, negosyante.
Negosyante talaga
Oo.
ang mami ko. That time, Karen, nakita ko yung need. Kailangan, meron ako ritong cigarette corner. Kasi
Oo.
ako nagbibigay ng mga bowling sheet. Kailangan, meron ako ditong ice cream kiosks. Kasi walang Magnolia ice cream that time
Oh,
sa
so
town namin.
nagsimula ka maliliit.
Maliit, 7
Oo.
years old.
Oo, my gosh.
Yeah,
7 years old, nagbibenta ka na ng sigarilyo?
And nagbibigay ng score sheet.
Kaloka
Yeah.
to.
Tapos
Oh.
Karen, after that, nagpunta ang mami ko sa rice trading hanggang nagkaroon ng rice mill.
Wow.
Kumuha ako ng isang elf truck. I
Oh.
was 13 years old then, nagda-drive ako ng elf truck.
Nang 13.
Yeah, may timbangan ako sa likod. That time kasi, ang mga rice mill, hindi sila pumupunta sa mga barrios to get
Oo.
palays. Ang mga farmer naman, wala naman silang matruck to deliver yung palay nila sa
Oo.
sa
Nakakakilabot.
rice mill,
Oh.
which is nasa highway yon.
Oo.
Ang gagawin ko, bibili ako ng palay, then after bumili ng palay, sa hapon, dadaling ko na yung sa rice mill. May 10 centavos na ako per kilo.
At ano na yon? Tignan mo, kumita na siya
Kumita
nun.
na ako that
Kita na
time,
yung
yeah.
10 centavos.
10
So,
centavos.
ang isang susi sa'yo, Alice, you started young.
Young.
Oo.
Very, very young, Karen.
Okay.
Then, yung bakery, sabi ko, may mga tricycle kasi sa harap ng stores namin. Kinausap ko yung 2 tricycle, kinontrata ko na we will deliver breads sa mga barrios.
Talaga?
Yes,
Oo.
Karen.
Okay, jumping a
Then,
little
jumping din,
forward.
yeah, jumping,
Oo,
yeah.
so paano ka ngayon nagkaroon ng Santa Elena Construction?
Yeah. That time, Karen, nagdi-deliver ako ng rice sa concrete aggregates, yung mga rice subsidy nila,
Oo.
sa Philippine Airlines, sa
Supplier ka.
supplier,
Oo, supplier.
sa malalaking companies. That was before. Ngayon siguro nakita ng concrete aggregate, I really deliver. And I never complain and I deliver the best.
Oo.
Sabi niya, ma'am, gusto niyo mag-deliver din kayo ng splice can steel? Sabi ko, okay yun sige, tingnan ko rin kasi I have the passion. Kasi bata pa ako Karen, gusto kong mag-engineer.
Okay.
And that's the point na, wow, ito na yung chance ko makapasok sa construction business yata,
Oo,
kahit supply
oo.
lang ng steel. That time, sa Baknotan Steel sa Malolos, dineliver ko yung splice can. Naibigay sa akin yung PO, tinanggap ko. Sabi sa akin, nung isang engineer doon, ma'am, gusto mo? Mag-supply ka rin ng equipment?
Tas
Ha?
sunod-sunod na.
Sunod-sunod na.
Pero saka kumuha ng puhunan.
That's 1995. Actually, I talked with my banker. That time kasi nasa garments and rice mill. Ang name niya is si Tina Gonzalez. She's
Okay.
now Tina Dolina. Then sabi niya, Alice, maybe we can give you a start-up. Sabi niya, capital for your construction.
Oo. If I were gonna ask you just one quality about you, kung kaya ka naging mega milyonarya at nagtagumpay, ano yon? Ano ang meron si
Yeah.
Alice Eduardo na dapat meron
Yeah.
ang iba?
Hard work, passion, dedication. And of course, gusto ko parating satisfied yung customer ko.
Oo.
And my employees are all happy.
Naks.
And
Winner
my,
yun
my relationship with my customers
Oo.
and employees, sobrang napaka-importante yon, Karen.
Okay.
And the security of my employees, I have to give them yung security like housing, syempre cars, and
Oo.
education ng mga anak.
Lilipat na lang ako sa'yo. Okay. All right. Last but not the least, my former boss, Nax. Dati itong Senior Vice President ng News ng ABS-CBN. At iisipin ng marami, pag umalis ka sa ABS-CBN, siguro iniisip nyo, anong gagawin mo? Di ba maliban kung tumakbo ka sa politika, hindi po ang ginawa po niya, nagtayo ng sariling kumpanya. Ito ang online media company na Rappler. Sino sa inyo, alam niyo ba ang Rappler? Very good. Good students, ha? Alright, Maria Ressa. Wait, magtatagalog ka ba, dear? Paano?
Wag naman.
Wag na. Ayaw niya magtagalog. O mag-American English. Maria, what is the secret to your success?
Ang hirap naman, no? I think three things. And this is for you because this is a special time and you are a special generation. And what makes you more powerful now is technology. Social media, for example. Rappler couldn't have done what we did without social media. You will be working for people who know less about the internet and social media than you do. And this is the technology that will disrupt, that will change everything. It will change the way we live, the way we talk to each other, the way we love. It will change businesses. It will change governments. So 3 things. First is you have to imagine. Imagine. Don't look at the world as it is today. Imagine what you can do with the things you're playing with your friends. Then the second, courage. Have the courage to jump away. It was hard to leave CNN. It was hard to leave ABS-CBN, but this is the right thing to do. You have to have the courage to jump. And then the third thing is know who your team members are. You can have an idea, but to make an idea work, you need a team. And the team is critical, and I think Rappler wouldn't be here without some amazing women. One of them is Glenda Gloria, who actually wrote the book on military corruption, was also handling ANC. Several slew of strong women. Chai Hofilenya is also wrote the book on corruption in media. Very hard to have the courage to shine the light on our own industry. This is what Chai did. We have Beth Frondoso, who did the video, tried to reimagine video so that we can take the camera, your cell phone, and make it broadcast quality. It's in your hands. This is a fantastic time. I wish I was your age, but I'll pretend to be.
Okay, before we get questions from the audience, I just want to ask Maria one thing. Maria is known in the industry for her impeccable integrity. Uncompromised. Idol ko po ito. Sumusunod ako sa mga yapak niya. Ang no ay no at ang yes ay yes. At mahirap po yan ngayon dahil marami po sa media ngayon ay nababayaran. Ang tanong ko, Maria, gaano ba kahalaga na dapat ang integridad mo at ang prinsipyo mo ay buo para magtagumpay?
Kahit kanino, hindi lang sa mga journalists, yung integridad, yung credibility, yan yung pinakamahalaga para sa'yo, para sa negosyo mo, para sa society. Without credibility, how can you serve your customers? How can you be trusted by your family and friends? And you know this, on social media, who do you follow? The people you trust. Think about social media as just your social networks, your family and friends on steroids, without boundaries of time and space. I think credibility is everything. I think integrity is everything. And this is the other challenge for you. You live in a world where people tell you this is the way things are. Corruption is endemic in our society. It actually seems like sometimes you have to do the wrong thing to succeed. Don't do it. The first time you say no may be hard, but every other time after that is easy. And when you do it, your family and friends will do it with you. If you see your father or your mother doing the wrong thing, tell them. Our faith, our hope, for our country is really in your hands. I mean, that's part of the reason we set up Rappler. My generation, our generation, we haven't done such a great job. Many have compromised. You're at a place where you don't have to compromise. Stick to it, make it better.
I love that. Thank you very much. Questions from the audience. May tanong na ba? Asa na ba si Bubuit? Ayun.
Ayan.
Nakikita na kita. Ayun ang, wala bang spot? Ayun.
Tatakan mo yung ilaw.
Ayan. First question.
First question. Mula kay Jay from Lucena. Tingnan mo yung
Nalabutan ako
ilaw. Kunyari, sinusundo ka na ng Panginoon.
Wag naman, dear. Ang bata pa niyan.
Bata pa.
Baka ilang taon lang yan.
Pangalan.
Jay Basco.
Ayun.
Anong tanong mo?
How do you manage failures?
Ang gandang tanong. Okay. Ganito, Jay, para mag-split ang ating, I'll ask two to answer one question, ha?
Okay.
So we have...
Tayo ka.
We have 7 panelists. How do you manage failures? Let's start, si Marife. Converges. How do you manage failure?
Yeah, I listened to the speech of Mr. Joey Concepcion kanina at kwento niya yung buhay niya. Na he met a lot of failures in his life and look at where he is now. Actually yung failure ay pwede natin gamitin na stepping stone to success. It's all right to fail as long as hindi kayo mag-fail dun sa bagay na nag-fail na kayo. Huwag uulitin. So learn from that failure.
So learn from it. Ito, maganda ito Pipiliin ko si Senator Cynthia Villar sagutin ito. Nung natalo si Senator Manny Villar sa pagka-presidente, bumilib ang lahat at ang bilis mag-recover ni Senator Manny. Senator Cynthia, how do you manage failure? Anong sikreto sa ganun?
I think you have to rise every time you fail. Okay lang yung mag-fail, but you have to really rise again and try again. Alam mo, sa aming buhay ni Manny, ang dami naming successes and failure. And the secret is, you rise every failure. Huwag kang mahihiya. Talagang lalakasan mo ang loob mo. Sapagkat pag bagsak ka ng bagsak, may natututunan ka dyan, sa susunod, hindi ka na mag-fail.
Ang galing nun! Huwag ka mahihiya. At kung madedepress ka, Senator Cynthia, ilang araw lang?
Si Manny, natalo siya ngayon, tomorrow nagtatrabaho na siya.
Yun alam mo, yun ang gusto kong lakas.
Tama.
Dapat ganun. Next
Galing.
question.
Next question. Ganda na sinabi ni Senator. Ito pa po.
Hello ladies, good afternoon. I'm Edward Martinez from dreamlist.ph, a career website for the young generation. My question is for everyone or anyone in the forum. Let's say I'm a fresh graduate, I'm new into the industry, I don't have much experience, but I want to be an entrepreneur. What do you suggest? How would I translate my passion into a business from your experience?
Okay, ang gandang tanong. So ang tanong mo simple, kung bago kang graduate, ayaw mo maging empleyado, di ba? Paano ka magsisimula ng negosyo? Ganun yun? Alright, I'll pick 2 people, si Alice and si Yati. Alice, bagong graduate, paano daw siya magsisimula ng negosyo?
Ganito kasi yun. Nung college ako, pareho tayo ng iniisip. After graduation, ano gagawin ko? Hindi ko makalimutan na sinabi ng teacher ko nun sa marketing. First, you have to know the need ng tao. Then, the passion na kung saan mo gusto pumunta. And of course, kagaya ko nun, nakita ko nun sa environment na kung saan ako lumaki, ang kailangan namin nun is isang trading ng palay and rice. Because that time, ang mga farmers walang sasakyan, walang trucks. They need somebody who will pick up their goods para dalhin sa mga rice mill. That time, doon ko nakita, lahat pala ng negosyo pwede kong gawin basta may passion at may interest ako. At alam ko ang kailangan ng tao.
Galing nun. So naspatan mo na kailangan ng truck.
Yes,
Oo.
Karen.
Alright, Yati. Fresh graduate, paano daw siya magnenegosyo?
So I think you need to first choose what you want to be in, right? Like for me, just sharing my experience, I chose to be in logistics, and it's not easy in logistics. So what I did was I started from the bottom, right? I started as a sales in logistics, but when I went into operations, I'm so focused and I want to do so well that I even learned one day to drive the forklift. You know, I challenged myself to do something that is within the industry, but it will make you do really well. So do not be afraid to really challenge yourself if you're already in the industry. And I think you also need to, you know, learn outside of Philippines, right? Research about the industry and see how you can replicate all the best practices back in your country. And you really don't need to travel to do that. There's a lot of technology now, as Maria mentioned. So I think that is very important. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Next question.
Thank you very much. May magtatanong pa po. Dito po.
Wala bang babae?
Ito.
Oo, dear. Ano to? Filipina Forum.
Ewan ko nga ito, mga tumayo puro lalaki. Ito, babae, Ate Karen.
Ayan.
Pasensya na po, natatakpan po. May nagbibigay po ng Max Restaurant.
May laman ba? Oh, okay, game.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm Erica Nava, and I just want to ask, what is that one word that a woman help succeed?
Ano ang isang salita? What is the one word that will help a woman succeed? Tama ba yun, dear? Ano ulit?
Yes, ma'am.
Anong isang salita na makakatulong na magtagumpay ang isang babae?
Yes.
Okay. Siguro, Fe. Mauna ka, Fe. Fe and the doktora after.
Hirap yun, ano? Isang salita.
Isang salita.
Isang salita.
Nag-iisip ako ng isang salita.
Di, isang salita.
Oo.
Negosyo.
Oh, yun. Okay. That will help a woman succeed. Negosyo.
Kasi, pag binigyan mo na yung salitang yon, lahat ng all your imaginations, all your creativity, all your innovativeness would come out, no? Because from the word negosyo would, I would say, would give birth to all the opportunities that is all available, and it will even challenge every potential that you have within you.
Ayun, thank you, Fe. Doktora. Doc, isang salita. Dalawang salita. O, sige na po.
Good idea.
Good idea. That will help a woman succeed. Okay.
Well, first you have to have you have to have an idea what you like to do, and then you pursue that that dream. You know, it's almost say a dream also. I can say a dream.
Okay, Senator Cynthia Villar, can you add on this? Ano yung isang salita na nakatulong sa inyo na magtagumpay?
I think it's hard work.
Oo, dalawang salita yon. Kasipagan.
Kasipagan,
one word yun.
yeah, sa Tagalog. Oo. Sipag at tiyaga.
Oo. Okay, alright. Okay ba yun sa'yo? Okay ba yun? Alam mo, malaki yung mga kakonegosyo. Malaki ang kasipagan. Sabi nga daw nila, mahirap magtagumpay na nakahiga lang sa kama. Mahirap rin magtagumpay na late magising. At mahirap magtagumpay na gastos lang ng gastos at hindi nagtatrabaho. Di ba?
Tama.
Next.
Ate Karen, may tanong pa po dito.
Good afternoon po. I'm Maria Corazon Pras from University of Makati.
Teka dear, are you sure? 6 years old?
No ma'am, I'm 20.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Patingin nga ng 20 ka?
Yes, ma'am.
20. Okay. Oo. All right, go on.
I've always believed that the formula of success is when your passion is aligned in your dreams. However, nowadays, a lot of youth tackles a different path, especially when it comes to career. I would like to ask what if the career opportunity in front of you is different from your dreams? How would you handle this kind of situation?
All right, anybody can take this. Let's start lang with Maria. Go, Maria. What if the job opportunity in front of you is not your dream? Alam mo, ang ganda ng ano mo, ng tanong mo.
Galing.
Kasi alam mo, when I graduated, hindi ako agad tinanggap sa TV. I was not accepted, right away. So I had to work as a designer, and then eventually I landed on TV. Pero like today, paano yun, Maria? They want to be something else, but the opportunity is not there.
I think when you first graduate, your first choice is to learn, right? So you want to learn to make sure, to verify that the dream you have is actually, can be made reality. Make that choice to learn. Then when you realize, at some point, you're going to see whether or not what you're learning nourishes your soul. If it doesn't nourish your soul, have the courage to change your path. And that's something similar to what I've done also. You know, like for me, it was, I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I started, particularly out of school. You shouldn't, because you have so many things you can do, because sometimes when you narrow it down too early, you miss something that really may be a passion later on. I couldn't have known, I never wanted to be a journalist. I was pre-med. So you look and make sure, when you're young, you want to make sure you throw a wide net. And then after that, always make the choice, step by step, to get closer and closer to what you want. Karen knew she wanted to be a journalist. So that's different when you have something like that. If you know what you want to do, and you have to be 100% sure, then have the courage to say no to what doesn't take you to that path.
Actually, Maria, I wanted to be a beauty queen. No, but I was not. O, tinan mo, natawa kayo bigla. Kayo talaga. O, Senator D. Anybody else? Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
Siyempre, pag nag-i-start tayo ng career natin, kung ano yung opportunity, dapat mag-practical muna tayo. Kunin natin yung trabaho na naandyan na. Pero pag may opportunity na tayo na gawin yung gusto natin, then transfer ka doon at yun ang gagawin mo. Katulad ni Senator Villar, gusto niya talagang maging isang entrepreneur, isang negosyante, pero wala siyang pera. So nagtrabaho muna siya, nag-ipon siya, tapos nagnegosyo siya. Nag-fail din siya sa unang negosyo niya. Nung mag-fail siya, na wala na siyang pera, nagtrabaho uli siya, nag-ipon siya, tapos nagnegosyo uli siya nung makaipon na siya. So, may mga detour yung buhay natin. Hindi lahat ng gusto natin ibibigay sa atin agad. So, mag-practical muna tayo. Gawin natin yung ayaw natin gawin. But as soon as may opportunity, lumipat tayo. Kung mag-fail pa ulit tayo, bumalik tayo doon sa ayaw natin gawin. And then, pag try ka ng try, after a while, makukuha mo din yon.
Ang galing! I think that deserves a round of applause.
Yes.
Ang galing nun. Anybody else? Do any of you want to add to that? Go. Wait, so si Doc muna, si Doc Alice, and then Alice. Go, Doc. Sige po.
When you first graduate, maraming kang, the world is full of surprises. The world is full of opportunities. Not necessarily na itong direction na ito, you will succeed here. There are many roads to success. So, I went to business. When I was still in the university, I started to do small business until I decided that I'm not going to be a doctor. I'm supposed to be a doctor. And I started to do business when I was in the university days. And then on my fourth year, I decided that I'm not going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a businesswoman.
Galing.
Yeah.
Hindi naman nagalit sa inyo nanay nyo.
Nagalit.
Nagalit.
But many years later,
doktor kayo eh.
but many years later, she was very, very proud of me. Yeah.
Okay. Before Alice, no, at siguro, Marife, I want to ask you, because Converges, baka iniisip nung ilan, hindi naman yun ang pangarap ko na trabaho, but should I take it? Yun.
Oo, tama. Actually, kagaya nga ng sinabi ni Mrs. Villar at sinabi din ni Mrs. Howe, you know, ang buhay, iba-iba yung direksyon na pinupuntahan natin. Parang kagaya ko, BS Pre-Med din ako sa UP, pero pagka-graduate ko, pumasok ako ng IBM, trabaho muna. So, nung pagkatapos ko magtrabaho, nakita ko yung oportunidad na magnegosyo, magsimula ng negosyo, which is with Converges. Actually ho, ang Converges 10 years ago, nagsimula, small and medium enterprise lang. Yeah, with 2 centers, 800 people. And after 10 years, We are now 24 centers, 55,000 people. So, ganun ho. Yung kung ano man yung opportunity na andyan sa harap nyo,
Grab it.
Grab it.
Okay.
Be opportunistic.
Oo. Alice, go ahead.
Same with me. At that time, rice mill kami. Then, nag-start nga kami mag-supply sa malalaking companies like Philrock, Freycinet, Philippine Airlines. But through sa experience ko, doon ko nakita yung madali pala magnegosyo, lalo na Karen, yung nangyari sa akin, they offered me to supply also steel.
Were you ever employed? Were you ever employed?
Just parang job training lang sa isang
yun lang.
company for
Oo.
6 months. Just to get, I just want to get experience working sa rank and file.
Oo. And then talagang business ka.
Yeah, business.
Oo. Okay. More questions? Okay.
Meron pa po. Thank you very much,
Mon,
Soulmate.
you just have to tell me when you want us to wrap, but okay, but go ahead, next question.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. I'm Beng Flores, barangay official from Barangay West Rembo, West Makati. I would like to address my question to Senator Cynthia Villar because I would like, with your permission, Senator, can we invite your SIPAG, Villar SIPAG Foundation in your barangay for our women residents be empowered in terms of our livelihood programs?